Hey, I'm Rayhane. In this video, I'm gonna show you how we can use Koin beside Retrofit. So, let's start. In the previous video, I explained fully about fundamental of Koin dependency injection and also using Koin beside Roam database. So in this video, I want to show you how it's used beside Retrofit. As always, here I have a new project, and the first step that I should take here about adding our dependency. So let me add our dependency here in the build Gradle app level. So here we should add this dependency. These are for Koin, these are for Retrofit, and the last one, it's a Koin for loading our image. And also, please add internet permission in your manifest. So here we need to add internet permission, so then we can sync it. Okay, the sync is finished successfully. Just let me add view binding here. Okay, let's go up here. And then again, sync. And as always, for keeping our projects organized and clean, let's create some package here. Adapter API. The other one can be for dependency injection. The other one should be for repository. And also we need to have one for our response. Yes, is correct. The next one can be for our UI. And also our utils. And the last one can be for a view model. Good. So, in this video as well, I don't want to focus on the UI part, so let me just copy and paste one XML for our each row, and the other one, it should be for our activity. So let's create a new XML layout for each row. Okay. Yes, it's so simple. Just some text view, and here there is an image view, as you can see here, for showing the image that comes from the API. Okay, and the next one should be for our main activity. It just here we have a recycler view and progress bar, as you can see here. Yes. Let's go ahead for creating our application class here. Okay, you can put every name that you want, so I always use this name for my application class. And now I just should extend this class from our application class. Yes, good. And as you know, based on our previous video, the first thing here is that important, we should implement onCreate method. So let me do it, and then here I can call start Koin. Start Koin. Yes, this one, as you can see. And just please make sure that you update your manifest and add this application class here. Yes, most of our work here with this application class is done. So here I should create my constants class for keeping some variable like base URL or a network timeout on it. So here inside the utils package, I can create my class as object. Good. Just let me move my fragment into UI package. Yes, now it's better. And then here inside of my class, I should create two variables, const_val base URL, and here you need just add pixabay.com URL. I want to use this API just for fetching some picture with some little bit data from this API, and also the other variable that I need to have it here, it's about network timeout. So network underline time out. Good. This can be 16. Okay. Good. Here our work done with this file. And the next things that I want to tell you about secure your API key. With this way, you can set sensitive or environment specific configuration values such as API key or some URL in your local properties file. Since the local properties file is a usual excluded from version control, like Git, it allows you to keep these values secure and avoid sharing sensitive data publicly. So how we can do it? Just please open your local API first, and here you can put everything that you want. For example, in this project, I want to keep my API key safe. So here just need to create a variable, and here you can put your API key. Okay, then open your build Gradle module app file, and inside of the default configuration here you just need to add some code. Here I should create an object from properties, so pro okay pro sorry I guess I did a mistake here. Yes, now it's correct. Properties, yes, this one. And here I should create a new object. Good. And then here I should have access to my local properties file. So let's do it. Properties, this one, our variable dot load, yes, and then here you should put your path for local properties. So here you need just call project, let me find it, yeah, this one, dot root project dot file, yes, this one, and here just need put the name of your local properties and local dot this, yes, and then here just need call a new data input string, and just here there is the last part of code, build config field, yes, it should be a string, and here you should put exactly the name that you used here, and back to here, paste it, and then here we need to put this code. Let me I put it and then I will explain. Again, we need call our properties here dot get property, and then again pass this API key here. The secure API here is done, but just let me explain how it's work. The last part of the code is retrieve the value associated with the key, API key, from the properties object. The value retrieved will be a string, and it will be assigned to API key field in the build config. And whenever we want to use this API key, just we can call it like this, build config.api key. This is a way that always I use to keep my API key secure. And now just need sync our project. Okay, the syncs was successfully, and then let's go ahead and work with the response of this API. So let me okay, here as you can see there is a response that we need to have it for create our response class. Just here as you can see there is some parameters, key as an API key, queue for search, whatever you want inside this API, and the image type here I just put the photo. So let's just copy this response and back to Android Studio, and then here inside of the response package with this plugin that I explained fully in some previous video. I put the link in the description about how we can work with the Retrofit. I totally explain about this plugin. So please this option, and then paste your response here, and with this button you can reformat your response. So here like this. Good. And here just put the name, every name that you want to have. For example, here I just want put response photo, and then click on generate. And here, yes, as you can see, the response class generated for us. Let's continue and create our API service class. So let me here inside API package, I can create interface class and call it API service. Yes, this class I should define some method. That method used for network transaction. We have several methods for network transaction like get, post, put, patch, delete, and also HTTP. And also, if I'm not mistaken, there is two other is option and head. For this project, I just need to use get. For more information, please check description, because I will put the link of Retrofit tutorial in the description. Let's create our method here. So here I want to use suspend function, because using suspend function allows us to write code that can perform network operation asynchronously without blocking the UI thread. This is crucial for maintaining a responsive and smooth user experience in Android app. When you call a suspend function, you can use it within a coroutine scope, ensuring that it does not block the main thread while waiting for the network operation to finish. Then we can put the name for our function. For example, get photo. And then here I should add some query as I show you before here. For example, key, Q, somehow for search, and the other one image type. Okay, let's back here and call query annotation from Retrofit. Yes, this one. And here I should put exact name that we saw on the API URL request. So here was Q, and here we can put the name for having access to this query with, for example, search query. And this one should be as a string. And the other one can be image type. So again, call query annotation. And for avoiding any mistake, you can just copy and paste it, the field name here. And then here put every name that you want. It can be as a string. And here as well, I want to have default value. I want to search inside of the photo. And the last thing here that I need to have is about my key, API key. So let's do it. I should use query here and then put key. And here I can put, for example, API key. It should be as a string. And here, as I said before, I can call build config dot, just let me, okay. Okay, let me check that I have access to build. Okay, no, I don't have access yet to the build config. So guys, here you can enable using build config with this code. So let's sync. Okay. Okay guys, I just faced the error. I couldn't access to my build config, and I did just rebuild my project. And here, as you can see, I could import the build config from my package. Please make sure that your build config came from your package name. So all the thing here is almost done. Just here I should add to a response, yes, this one from Retrofit, and then here add our response photo, this one guys. Good. Good. The last thing that I forgot to add here about the annotation for this method. As I said before, for Retrofit, we have several annotation. Here I need to use get. Good. And here I should put my path. What is exactly my path? As you know, here I put this part into my base URL. So here just need to add this part inside of my annotation here. It's done. Here our work with this file is done. Now just need to create our API module class. Here inside the DI package, let me create. And this class can be as a file. Good. Here we need to set up the require dependency for network using Koin. Here we should provide JSON, OK HTTP client, and also Retrofit instance along with some configuration option like base URL and network timeout. By using Koin, the dependencies are easily managed and can be accessed anywhere in the application where a dependency injection is required. So here in this file, we just prepare our dependency. So just let me create some variable here. For example, base URL. Here, I just need to put my base URL. Okay, just need to import it. Good. And the other one is should for network timeout. Yes. And then just here need to call network timeout. Good. First dependency that I want to prepare is about JSON. So fun provide JSON, and here it should return a JSON, and also here I need to call a JSON builder, and then set latinate. Yes. And the last method just need call create. Here I could provide dependency for my JSON, and the other one it should be for OK HTTP client. So fun provide OK HTTP client. Good. And just remove this extra space here, and then here if the build config build, yes, this one, the build config is on debug. So first here I need to have a variable for logging interceptor. So logging interceptor, yes, and here just need to call HTTP login interceptor. Yes, this one. Good. And then need just call this variable and set level. Good. HTTP yes dot level dot headers, and it's the same for body. Okay, that's body. Just let me a little bit explain. This interceptor is used to log network request and response, which can be incredibly helpful for debugging and understanding what's happening in our app's network communication. And as you can see, just let me show you. Here there is some a kind of HTTP login interceptor like none, that means no logging. Basic, this one contain log only the request and response line. Headers used for log the request and response line along with their headers, and also body log it's contain the log with the request and response lines, also headers and the full body of content. So For this one, I want to have as a body. So let's continue. And now let me create another variable for request interceptor. So request interceptor. Good. And here just need call interceptor. Yes, this one that's come from the HTTP tree is correct one. Okay, and then here just need to create another variable as a URL, and then chain dot request. Good. And then just need call URL, a new builder, and the last one it should be build. And here also I need another variable as a request, chain dot request, and again the same things for this one, a new build, call URL, and pass the previous URL here. Just here I should delete, yeah. And the last one I should call build. And here just need to return the chain dot proceed and pass these request here. And the last thing here inside of this if block, I should call my HTTP client, yes, this one, and then called build. And then I should add my interceptor, both of them, request interceptor and also logging interceptor. So just need call add and then pass this one and duplicate. The second one can be this one. And the last thing here, I can call build. Good. And if it's not debug mode, so just need call again this method here without our interceptor, just like that. So here our dependency for HTTP client is done. So the next dependency that I should provide here is about the instance of my retrofit. Fun provide retrofit, and here I should pass some dependency that I need to have it for this dependency. The first thing is our base URL. Yes, it should be a string, and then JSON as a JSON, and also client for our HTTP client. And this class should return API service. So here just need call retrofit dot builder. Good. The first thing that I should to add here is my base URL. Just need pass the base URL here. The other things is about client, so pass the client here. And also I want to add a converter factory, so here I could call JSON converter factory dot create, and then here I can pass my JSON variable. And the other things I need to call build, and last method that I call here is about create and pass my API service here. Just let me check, I guess the name is not correct. Yes. Now it's better. Yes, provide retrofit. Here our work is done with provide our dependency. And now I can create my module here in this file. So just need create a variable API module. And as you know, based on our previous video, for creating module, you just need call module and then add your dependency here. So here I want to use single and just need to put the dependency here inside a single method. Again, single, and the next things is our a network timeout, and again single. I should provide JSON, and single here I should provide my OK HTTP client, and the last things here I should provide my retrofit. So okay, provide retrofit, and as you know, this method had some parameters. So for all parameters, I need just put get. Okay, and the last get for the client. Our work also here is done. API module encapsulate the dependency declaration for the network related component. This API module contains several singletons that provide instance of base URL, network time, JSON, OK HTTP client, and also retrofit. And also get function is used to retrieve these dependency from the module when they are needed. And again, in this video, let me explain why I used here single. By using single for these dependency, you ensure that crucial network related components are created only once and shared through the application. This helps in managing the memory efficiently and the maintenance of constancy of configuration setting across different parts of the app that use these dependency. And now here I want to create another class that we called data status, or for example result status. You can put every name that you want. With this class we can wrap the result of asynchronous operation, for example like network call database query, and return it to the calling code.